I literally have my cards here for Miss Mahogany. So we're going to wait for her. Hey, Mahogany, there you are, hun. All right, let's go ahead. Just give me 1 second here. Um, okay, honey. Let's get right on into this. I have your cards right here. Okay. All right. So we have the Emperor reversed, 8 of Swords reversed, 8 of Wands reversed, 9 of Wands, and 6 of Wands reversed. Okay. Why is O not putting in more effort? Again, I know you said that this is, sorry, give me 1 moment. What is going on here? Okay, sorry. All right, so I know you said that you guys, this is something new. This hasn't been going on for a long time. You are the Leo, he is the Aquarius. What I can tell you about Aquarius men is they can be difficult. I have dated my fair share of Aquarius men, and as an Aquarius woman, I don't know if it's just the fact that we're too similar or what, but I've actually found quite the opposite. We do have a lot of similarities, but them being in the masculine, I'm an Aquarius. As women, we are hardwired to feel more, to be able to process heavier emotions more frequently and with greater ease. We are the fairer sex, the softer of the two. And they say that Aquariuses are some of the less romantic signs. We do really appreciate being alone, our alone time, our independence. The problem that I have found when dating Aquarius men is, yes, we have all those Aquarian similarities, yet, and I find this with Pisces as well, Pisces men and women, there's a huge difference between the men and women. And I feel like that is with every sign, but especially those two. Because Aquarius is known to be the non-feeler, right? And Pisces is known to be the one who feels everything. When you're an Aquarius man, you can really bypass. I feel like they can just really bypass emotions and feelings, and are quite good at that. And that's what I'm getting from him, is he doesn't want anything too deep. It's So we've got, let's start with this, why is this, there we go. Let's start with this, with the, this Emperor Reverse card. And yes, we are not defined by our astrological signs, but I don't need interruptions. Well, I let it go. I'm sick of trying to hang in there. How long has it been, Mahogany? Because I will say he's not, at this time right now, I don't feel like he's looking to be someone's emperor. He's not looking to be someone's man. And when I mentioned Aquarius men really appreciating their freedom, we've got this 8 of Swords reversed here. 8 of Swords upright is feeling bound, is feeling tied down. And we have it in its reverse. He doesn't want to feel tied down or bound. And I'm not saying that that you're pushing that on him or anything at all. I'm not implying that. I think that that's what he's assuming. That's like a week, but I already mentioned my issue. Oh, you mentioned it. So you've brought it up to him, what your like your what your issues are here. Like, he doesn't have to be tied down, but the spit not working. Yeah, yeah. And I think, and that's what I was trying to say is like, it's, you're not trying to tie him down. You're not trying to put baggage on him. You know, it's not, you're not trying to change anything in any way in that respect. You just want to move to the next level. You just want to see more effort. And that is part of things, you know, moving and growing, moving on to the next level. That is part of it, is you know, not tying someone down. I've been in a very similar situation to you, Mahogany, where I was with someone and they felt that, and it was a Leo guy, ironically, and they felt that even though we were totally dating and it was very obvious to everyone, they felt that, you know, publicly announcing it would curtail their freedom, would take away the freedom that he had. When he wasn't with anyone else, he was with me. He had this idea in his brain that he had this freedom that was going to be taken away from him if he was to make things official. And I'm getting similar energy with this guy. Is he's thinking that if, you know, showing more effort to you would prevent him from having this freedom that he likes. He doesn't want to be tied down, but he wouldn't be tied down is the thing. This Eight of Wands reversed. Eight of Wands, and you know, reading in the Kabbalah tradition, numerically important to acknowledge when you see two numbers next to each other. You've got to acknowledge that. This Eight of Wands reverse. Eight of Wands is about communication. It's about having a specific message, just something very specific, one thing usually that you want to impart to someone communicatively. And I believe that he is withholding a lot of what he is actually feeling. He's not lying to you. Aquarians typically aren't liars, but they do omit parts of the truth, and they will. You cut him off already. Yeah, you know, I don't think that's the worst idea. I'm not that patient. Yeah, I totally hear you, love, and it sounds like, especially with this Eight of Wands reverse, Eight of Wands is things moving really, really fast, or things moving at a good pace, good communication. When we see this reverse, like bad communication, things not moving in a timely pace. He's very guarded. This Nine of Wands, he's incredibly guarded. And I don't think it's like, if I learn and you still don't try, what's the point? Yeah, exactly. He's not if he's not respecting that this early on, you voicing a very valid concern, then, you know, what are things going to be like? You know, he's got all these guards up with this Nine of Wands. He's got all these guards up. So when you do honestly communicate your feelings to him, and you're the one who's being vulnerable, you're the one who's being open and communicative, and like I said, I don't believe the words he's saying to you are lies, but he's not communicating his full truth. He's not communicating, I mean, hence you coming to me, he's not communicating the fact that he feels, well, I think that I'll feel like I'm tied down, and I'll lose my freedom that I've had. I get tired of having to not like a man for him to try. Of having to not like a man for him to try. You have to do that, and that's the thing, is you should never have to do that, Mahogany. I mean, love is a game, right? They you know, but at a certain point, you know, you can choose to play games, you can choose not to play games, and that's kind of where I've gotten in my life. Like, I know exactly what you're talking about, like pulling back, trying to make it seem like you're not into, to get them to be into you again. If you have to do that, that's not good. You know, that's another, to me, that also is a signifier that, yeah, how are things going to be in the future if it's this hard to to have him express some give, you know, to put more effort, to be communicative. Yeah, and finally we've got this Six of Wands reversed. Six of Wands reversed is a lack of victory, is a lack of success. Also maybe thinking that, you know, girl, I wouldn't be surprised, and you might know the truth, but I honestly wouldn't be surprised if he hasn't had a girlfriend or been in a relationship or even dated really in a very long time. This is an actual statistical fact. I really like statistics, especially when it comes to astrology. To me, it proves the reality of astrology. It is true that the highest number of single people are Aquariuses. I mean, girl, I've been single for a good long while. Doesn't mean I've been single my whole life, but we tend to be more single Pringles. The men even more so. He told me he hasn't been with no one in a while. Yeah. But all these men have to do is say they are not willing to do anything simple, so I don't have to waste time doing nothing. Yeah, exactly. He's playing games. I don't want to say playing games, but he's not being forthright with you, and we're seeing this right here. Eight of Wands reversed. I've been single a while too for reasons like this. Yeah. I feel you, love. It's a good man is hard to find. And I know you have your reasons why you're attracted to him, why you're interested in him, and I know he's interested in you and attracted to you as well. But it sounds like the two of you are looking for two different things. And I don't know if when you met him he told you that he wanted the same thing that you were looking for, and I don't know how you guys met. I know that some people have they'll do that. I've been there. I'm sure you've been there. You meet someone and they say at first that they are looking for what you're looking for, and then, you know, a couple months down the road or a month down the road, it's not the case. It's like, why didn't you just go on another app where you could just find that and not a relationship? You know what I mean? I think he's not looking to be tied down, and that's the thing. He sees a relationship as being tied down. That's the thing. You don't have to be looking for a relationship. Exactly. Like if he would, I do things weird. Exactly. Like you go out with your friends, like, you know, like they're, and if he was looking for sex, if he was looking for just that, there are actually apps for that. Not like I would know, but no, there are apps for that where it's like no strings attached, just like meet up, do it, bye, never see you again, like one night stand. There are apps for one. Now, I want to tell all the men of the world that these exist. If that's all you're looking for, go on those flipping apps, because there's a busy woman out there who's just looking to get laid. And then you, wham bam, thank you ma'am, it's done. There's so many men, I don't know how you met him, but there are just so many men that, you know, whether it's online, offline, there's so many men that are just looking for fun and won't say it. Won't be forthright about their initial intentions, and I don't know, you know, I don't know, again, if that was something you guys discussed at first, if that was something expressed. We just received a donation from Miss Teresa. Thank you so much, Teresa. I really appreciate you, love. It's you. Yeah, I just feel like he was likely not forthright. I'm being rude on to all these men. Yeah, it's just I mean, I don't know if, you know, if being rude is to every guy is a good idea, and I know you're not going to, sweetheart, but it's very frustrating, and it's hurtful. I'm tired of trying to give the benefit of the doubt when I feel like I know exactly what they want. Listening to your one there, love. Listening to your intuition. But there are good men out there, Mahogany. I did say that they're hard to find. Well, not really, but definitely. Yeah. Exactly. I'm right there with you. I made a vow like 6 years ago to stop worrying about not being nice all the time. Because as women, we are raised to be nice. We're raised to be the kinder sex. We're raised to appease people, to be kind, you know, to always play nice and keep it real. Just keep it 100 people from the get-go. It's hard. It was hard at first for me to do, but I know you are forthright, but I think just treating dating more like a business venture at the beginning, like assessing them, really seeing what they're looking for, who they are, and I don't know how long you guys were talking to each other for, but I don't take any one person romantic very seriously until a certain point. Even if they've shown, like through actions and words, that they really do care and want to be with me, I still, because I've been hurt in the past, I still have, I guess it's Aquarius thing or what, but I still have my guards up, and I still, take things with a grain of salt, because I don't know these guys out there, they're difficult, and you deserve the best, Miss Mahogany, and you're gonna find a great guy. I know. They're not easy to find. But they are indeed out there for sure. And I would just take this as just a learning experience, now you can recognize those red flags, moving forward, it's up and it's stuck. Yeah. Just moving forward, brush that dirt off your shoulders, get up and move on, keep moving forward. I think it's a great idea to just keep them out of your life. Those Aquarius men, those Leo men too, but those Aquarius men, I told you, they can really be difficult, and we're not all defined by our signs, but they can really be tough to nail down. I've dated several Aquariuses, and like not one of them would like call me his girlfriend, or like, yeah, they're very guarded, and but you'll find the right one. I know you will, love. You're beautiful, and you're a catch, and it's just about the right guy, right time, right place. Sophie has a good spread for romance. Maybe next time have her do that for you before you didn't waste your time. Yeah, I don't know if you've tried the thoughts, feelings, and intentions spread, Mahogany. I think I've done it for you. I think so. But yeah, no, that's a good idea. Yeah, when I first start talking to someone, I try not to read too much on them, but yeah, there's definitely a certain amount of information that we should definitely get before we're... Hi, Angel 101. No, well, yes, you can ask a yes or no question, but all my donation information is found at the top of the chat. It should be. Did I? No, it's not. No. Hi, Angel. Good to see you. And then Angel 101, if you would like a yes or no question, I would love to do a yes or no for you. All my donation information can be found at the top of the chat and through the body of the video. Thank you so much. All right, Miss Teresa, thank you so much for your donation, love. Please go ahead and post your question right there in the chat. Thank you. Oh, you did? I didn't see it. Oh, I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. Oh, wow. I am so sorry. Let us go ahead and add you there. Mind. Okay. I'm just looking for whatever spirit thinks is important for me to know right now. Okay. Angels, masters, and spirit guides, please provide Teresa with any and all messages she needs to hear at this time. Masters and spirit guides, please provide Teresa with any and all messages she needs to hear at this time. Angels, masters, and spirit guides, please provide Teresa with any and all messages that she needs to hear at this time. Angels, masters, and spirit guides, please provide any and all messages that she needs to hear at this time. Angels, masters, and spirit guides, provide Teresa with any and all messages that she needs to hear at this time. Angels, masters, and spirit guides, please provide Teresa with any and all messages that she needs to hear at this time. Angels, masters, and spirit guides, please provide Teresa with any and all messages that she needs to hear at this time. Angels, masters, and spirit guides, please provide Teresa with any and all messages that she needs to hear at this time. Thanks, masters and spirit guides. Please provide Teresa with any and all messages that she needs to hear at this time. Thanks, masters, and please provide Teresa with any and all messages that she needs to hear at this time. Page of Cups reversed, Ace of Cups, Temperance, the Emperor reversed, and the High Priest reversed. Interesting. Okay. I need a little clarity here. I need a little bit of clarity. Page of Cups reversed. What's going on here? Page of Cups reversed, yeah. So, okay, and knowing you and being friends with you, this check out. You are hiding my broken nail. You are a teapot. No, you are a percolating coffee machine right now. You're a coffee machine that is percolating, and just like you're brewing tons of ideas. You've got a lot of ideas up your sleeve. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm talking directly to you, girl. You've got a lot of ideas that are going in your mind that are going through your mind right now. Ideas on how to, I'm assuming, implement your Etsy business, is to navigate your tarot channel. You've got a lot of great ideas going on right now in your mind. However, with it being in its reverse, lots of ideas, not so much on the follow through. Exactly. I was going to say, however, with it being in its reverse position, the follow through is not there. And please correct me if I'm wrong, but usually see a lack of follow through with the Page of Cups reversed. It's usually due because of that, and I was talking about this with somebody last night, the creative element of the cups. There is a fear, something holding you back. Your little teapot sure danced out. Yes, here is your handle and here's your spout. And you're getting all steamed up, and people are going to hear you shout, and they're going to tip you over, and they're going to pour you out, and it's going to be good, girl. It's going to be good. Ace of Cups and Temperance. Pour forth those ideas, my love. Anything that's holding, and it isn't, I said, you might be not going through these ideas maybe out of a lack of confidence or a lack of, I want to say confidence because you're a confident woman. It's just doubt. We all have it. Just some, with this work, I don't know, it's a great idea, but would other people think it's an idea? And if you ever feel, if you feel comfortable, feel free to bounce ideas off my head. You have my number, right? You can text me. That would be much easier if I had your phone number. If you're fine with me having your phone number, that's a much easier way to communicate with me. I usually just text and call people. You do not? Okay, well, I will email you my number. If you're fine with that. I don't do that with a lot of people. Yes, I would love to, if you ever want to bounce those ideas, because that's what's so important is when I am brewing ideas and I'm not quite sure if I should implement them, go and follow through with them. I need someone to bounce those ideas off of. I need someone to talk to, and ideally someone who's in the field that I'm in. I do have quite a few friends who are tarot readers. One reached out today. I haven't spoken to her in a while. Six of Swords Tarot. You need to check her out. She's awesome. She's great. I'll leave her link because she can be hard to find because her name is a little difficult. Six of Swords Tarot and Astrology. Just because there's a ton of sixes. If you type in Six of Swords, it'll show up. But anyway, it's good to bounce your ideas off of other people's heads, so long as you can trust them and they're not going to steal your ideas or whatever. People with good faith, people you can trust. I will check her out. Yes, please put her link. Yes, absolutely. I'll do that. I'll text you her link or email it to you. I'm gonna have to plug this in just a moment. My iPad is dying. We have, and this is what I want some clarity on, is the Emperor reversed, the High Priestess reversed. This is checking out to me. This is very, this Page of Cups reversed. You are the High Priestess. You have sacred knowledge. You are a woman who has and imparts sacred knowledge, and your sense of intuition is off the charts, Miss Pisces. And but sometimes we all, I think all of us doubt our intuition at times, and Spirit is saying, like, please don't doubt. If these ideas that you have are not taking off because of doubt in your intuition, do not doubt your intuition for one sec. Tremendously, and always has. I just want some clarity on this Emperor reversed. Okay. Okay, yeah, similar to the, kind of similar to this Page of Cups reversed. And we may have talked in the past. Right now, it can be hard to, and I say right now because it's really, really hot. It can be hard to have the energy that we need all the time, to muster the motivation and focus that we need to execute the things that we want in our lives. I definitely can relate to that. As someone with ADD, yeah, it can be really, really tough sometimes, just getting very basic things done, especially when it's really, really hot or very, very cold. But I don't know how weather affects you, but it's super hard to focus. Yeah, me too. And yeah, I mean, I've been diagnosed with ADD since I was 18. I know I had it when I was younger. I do get help for it, but I mean, the medication that I take, I don't think I can take it for much longer. I was talking to my doctor about that today. I mean, it's a stimulant. And I was talking to my doctor, I'm like, until they invent medication that is non-stimulant for ADHD, because then everybody can take advantage of that, and it's just not good. But I have found that during the summer, summer months and the winter months, it's a lot harder for me to harness that focus, that motivation, and it's really about just putting one foot in front of the other, as much as corny as that sounds, or dismissive as that sounds. It really is. I hate the terms like, pull yourself up by your bootstraps, like, but it really is about just putting one foot in front of the other, having faith in yourself. The High Priestess reverse, have faith in yourself, have faith in your beliefs and your ideas, because they are very worthwhile, and they're gonna go far. And we're gonna do a collab. I know we're gonna do secret, yeah, but I would love to I know that's gonna happen. That's one cool thing that's on the horizon here. But many cool things on the horizon, especially when it comes to manifesting, not just the pentacles in your life, but everything, manifesting that 10 of Cups life that you're, I told another client of mine not too long ago that only we can manifest the changes that we see in our lives. And sometimes it is just a matter of visualization and manifestation. If we visualize enough, if we pray hard enough, oftentimes we will draw the things into our lives that we are desiring. But we also, it also does take, free will and things like that, and our own efforts. But there is a lot of power behind visualization and manifestation. Yes, probably. Or actually, it would probably be better before, because I'm going to be settled in my new place September 20th. And that's what I'm concerned about, is the setup. Like, I don't know how much room I'm going to have over there, if I'm going to have like a cardboard, like for my to show my cards. That I'm really like kind of freaking out about, but I'll figure it out. But because I really like the setup over there. I didn't create it. I was not the one who set it up, so I don't know how to reset it. So but yes, definitely sooner than later for sure. Absolutely, Miss Teresa, and thank you so very much. I really appreciate you. Yeah, have faith. I know that can be oftentimes easier said than done. Uh-oh, 1 second, we've got some. Sorry, all of the appliances are just about to die. Can't have that happening. Okay, and now this is going to be the tricky part. And we have Sweet Angel is on next. Angel, thank you so much, love, for... You're welcome. Good, wonderful. Thank you. Yes, please do, Teresa. Yeah, because that'll be a lot easier for us to communicate once you just have my number. Okay, so I've got to do this. You guys have no idea what I'm doing, but just basically trying to keep my iPad upright while it's charging, which has its issues. Hey, I guess I'll just take a love reading or something normal like that for once. Girl, if you have a specific question and the answer is not normal, that's fine. I will ask any question you like, love. Yes, normal is highly overrated. I agree. I am right there with Teresa. I can't think of anything right now. Anything else I want to ask would have to be private, unfortunately. Okay, honey. Okay, no problem. So, do you just want to do a general? Or would you like to do, what's coming towards you in love? What's coming towards you in career? Or just what messages does Angel need to hear? It's coming towards you in love. Okay. Angels, masters, and spirit guides, what is coming towards Jewel in love? Angels, masters, guides, what is coming towards Jewel in love? Angels, masters, and spirit guides, what is coming towards Jewel in love? Angels, masters, and spirit guides, what is coming towards Jewel in love? Angels, masters, and spirit guides, coming towards Jewel in love. Ah! Sorry. I had a feeling that would happen. If that happens again, I won't make a weird funny noise like that. There we go. Angels, masters, and spirit guides, what is coming towards Jewel in love? Angels, masters, and spirit guides, what is coming towards Jewel in love? Angels, masters, and spirit guides, what is coming towards Jewel in love? Angels, masters, and spirit guides, what is coming towards Jewel in love? Angels, masters, and spirit guides, what is coming towards Jewel in love? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, what is coming towards Jewel in love? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, what is coming towards in love? I texted. Okay, you know, I'm all good. I'm all good. I am not falling. It's simply my iPad. It's about to die, is what's going on. I'm so sorry. This is very, very frustrating. I texted him about why I didn't want to talk to him no more, and you know, this dude got me talking about I need to stop acting like I'm mature. That junk's up. You need to stop acting like you're mature? What the is that? What is that? You guys are grown at. I think you got your answer there, Mahogany. Would you really want to be with a guy who says things like that? If a man said, if I was dating a guy and he said that to me, I don't care how much I was into him. I'm deadly serious. And I've been like crazy dudes in my life. Even if I was like totally crazy about him, that would be deal breaker. You don't say that shit to me. He literally told me, "Are my fault?" After I mentioned to him his low efforts. You apologized. I apologized? Did I apologize? I don't know. Maybe because my thing fell? I don't know. I'm confused now. But all I'm saying, and then gone, turn around, act like you shocked. I said you don't make effort. Him, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Oh, so he tried to apologize. Yeah, they'll do that. That's that Eight of Wands reversed. Do I think he's lying to you? I think he is sorry for not putting in enough effort. But does that mean that he's gonna start putting in effort? No. That's the thing, is you can be as sorry as hell about something, but show effort or truly sorry. You know, that's it's not about an apology. It's about either change your behavior, or I'm going bye-bye and I'm gonna find someone better. You know, because there's 8.5 billion people on this planet. A lot, and half of those are men. So, you know, he's being a loser, and that's just not. Yeah, that's so petty, girl. That says a lot about him. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, what is coming towards Jewel in love? Angels, messengers, what is coming towards Jewel in love? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, what is coming towards Jewel in love? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, what is coming towards Jewel in love? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, towards Jewel in love. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, what is coming towards Jewel in love? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, what is coming towards Jewel in love? Angels, spirit guides, what is coming towards Jewel in love? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, what is coming towards Jewel in love? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides, what is coming towards Jewel in love? This might take a little longer than it normally does. I just don't want any of. I'm working with much space today. I'm sorry. Eight of Swords reversed. The Empress reversed. The Lovers. And Five of Swords. And you're a Virgo, right, hun? Six of Wands reversed. The Star reversed. Four of Cups. Eight of Cups reversed. No! Nine of Pentacles. The Moon. Of Cups. Queen of Pentacles reversed. 10 of Wands. 10 of Cups. And the Hermit. Okay. Now, I don't believe, and correct me if I'm wrong, Jewel, but you're not like dating, right? You're not like on dating apps or anything like that? Do you, and are you involved in any like hobbies or not just not like non-work activities um like a sports group or like a sports team or something like that, or not like people camp at work, but I don't recommend it at all. It's definitely not ideal. But I'm asking, if it, no, oh, okay. Um, yeah, that is a blockage. That is a blockage. Um, I am quite the last card, the Hermit. Yeah, Virgo. Um, yeah, Spirit saying we've got this Eight of Swords reversed, the Star reversed, and Three of Cups. They're saying that you may feel bound in some way to either, how do I put this? Like bound to, I don't want to say bound to being a hermit, but like bound to the responsibilities that you have in your life, of which we all are. We all are bound to the things that we are supposed to take care of and manage in our lives. But Spirit is saying that while you do have those responsibilities and that there is a binding there, you gotta unbind yourself a little bit. You gotta untie the ropes a little bit, take off the hold and step out of the Eight Swords that are surrounding you, because you're not shining your light. People can't see the light that you shine, the beauty that you have, you have so much for going. Not only are you a beautiful young lady, but you've got it together, girl. You've got a good job. You work hard. You're focused. You're a good daughter. You're a good ass woman. You're just a good ass woman. You've got a lot of light to shine to people. And the Star is my favorite card in the deck. It's the Aquarius card. It's partly why I named this channel Starry Eye Tarot. Star is about seeing the light at the end of the tunnel. It's about seeing that one tiny flicker of illumination will stand out in darkness. That there's always a light at the end of the tunnel. That there's that we always heal. But seeing this context, I'm seeing you're not people aren't able to see your light right now. You're not, because you're not putting it out there. I did it down. I should have asked a question that wouldn't highlight my reclusive ass behavior so much. No, you're all good, love. You're all good. And Spirit is just saying you've got this beauty, this absolute beauty that radiates, that shines from you, but no one's seeing it. And they want you to have fun more. Three of Cups. Three of Cups is literally celebrations, spending time with friends and family, going. It is quite the opposite of it. It is almost the exact opposite of the Hermit card. It is celebrations. It's female friendship in general, but spending time with those who we care about, who we love, or just doing solo things. Hi, Kenneth Grinley. Welcome. Thank you so much. Love and light to you. It's you don't have to, and you can go out on your own too. I do it all the time. I go out on my own a lot, and just enjoy the company of me, it doesn't necessarily have to be with somebody else, but Spirit does want us to go out and enjoy yourself more, to set aside some time, do that. And you don't have to go out to the club or anything like that. Like it doesn't have to be something that, like, if that's not something that is fun to you, like going to a club, dancing, find something that you do enjoy. Hopefully I can get out more after I get a new car next week. Oh, you are? Oh, nice. I also plan on looking for work again after this month. Wait, are you working right now? Congrats on the new car next week. Right on, honey. That's awesome. Yeah, that will definitely aid you in getting out and about more. Absolutely. Yeah, they're saying at this time, we have both the Empress reversed and the Queen of Pentacles reversed. Both of these cards are like the divine feminine card, the divine feminine partner. You are fully seated in your divine feminine energies, in so much as, no, I meant to tell you that you gave me saying I'd receive a financial windfall came true, and I got my severance check. Right on, girl. That's fantastic. That's what's up. That is so awesome. Yay! Yay! That is not. I don't know. That's one of the things that I get a lot. Is I predicted money coming in like a few months ago for one of my clients, and I forgot that I had said that to one of them, and they came back to me a few days ago. They're like, yeah, I got like this huge amount of money. It was yesterday actually, and they got a huge amount of money that I predicted that they were gonna get. Right on. We love that. And it's not just about me wanting to be right, it's me wanting you to live your best life. Yeah, this Queen of Pentacles reversed, they're saying that while you are in touch with your divine feminine, with the Four of Cups in the center here, it is saying that while you are in touch with your divine energies, the fact that they haven't shared them in a while is, I don't want to say that you feel a loss without having a romantic partner, because I don't think that you are. I think you feel that way. But it is something that you would welcome, a good man coming into your life. I mean, that, of course, I mean, I think most well, at least straight women, straight single women would love a great gentleman to come into their life. But it's not, but it isn't your laser focus. But it is something that you recognize that you like to have in your life at this time. You've been a single lady for a little while now, and I get the energy, I get the sense that you're quite a while. You're starting to feel like, hey, like I do want to share this my divine feminine with another person, the right person. As you should be very picky, very picky about who you share your body with, who you share your energies with, who you share your emotions with. Take your time. Don't give it away. Take your time to get to know them. And I didn't actually, I don't like that term, don't give it away, but like, I just see a lot of people, and you're a Virgo, so I know you likely wouldn't do this. I see a lot of people, myself included, especially when I was younger, move things really quickly when they get the feels for somebody. And that could have been you in the past, but that's not something that you would really do now. I feel like you're more guarded than you were in the past, as a lot of us are over time, and are definitely the type who wants to take things slowly when you do meet someone. You really want to make sure that he's not a schmuck, that he's not a lowlife, because there are schmucks and lowlifes out there who can really do a good job at hiding that and being deceptive at first. Or like I was talking about with Mahogany, about how they will say that their intentions are one thing when really they just are. Some guys are just looking for physical stuff. Some guys see a relationship as being tied down, making sure that someone is being forthright attention, and that can be tough because people will say whatever if they can. Some people will, and that's where taking our time is good. It can be really hard. I know, for real. I know. I feel so badly. There's been a lot of women a lot of my clients have been going through a lot of stuff with dudes right now. Like, I'm not going to name names, even though it's public, but like, I had a young lady, one of my regulars yesterday, dating some dude, and she found out like 3 months into it that he's done time, and that's not something she's familiar with. It's not a world she's familiar with. And he's not only that, but he's like, she's independent, very successful, like she's got her shit together. He doesn't. But did he say that on the dating app when they first met? No. And I'm like, of course he didn't. Like, if he said that, like, he wouldn't have got you, you know? And so yeah, like, and I've been there where people reveal stuff way late into the game, and then they've got your emotions, you know. So yeah, there's been a lot of guys just girls, and it happens all the time, and it breaks my heart every time. And yeah, no, but Mahogany got this. I really think she's got this. She's really good at maintaining boundaries, and seeing, you know, like, she's got good intuition. But yeah, I think that's a prime example. Like, you know, this guy, it sounds like it's only been a short while, but it sounds like he presented himself else or wanting something else at the beginning, and that's where you just got to be really careful there. As careful as one can be in dating. It's a jungle out there. Right in the center, we have the Lovers, the Eight of Cups reversed, and the Ten of Wands. The Lovers is the precursor to the Devil. The Devil being a locked down, serious, long-term relationship. The Lovers is often indicative of something, of two people getting to know one another, the beginning stages. It could also be indicative of a short-term romance, but to me, this is actually saying, illustrating more of what I was saying just a moment ago, about how taking our time is wise. You know, taking that time to get to know someone, and not rushing things. And there may be some short-term flings. You might date a guy, you might go on a couple of dates. It's always that second. It's hard. It's easy to find first dates. This is what I've realized. Easy to find first dates, but it's hard nailing those second dates. Because not about nailing those second dates, but like oftentimes I go on a second date with someone, sadly, because I don't know. I'm super picky, and I believe you are too. And I think that's what this is illustrating is take your time, have fun, take your time. You know, if you do go on a date with a gentleman and you're not really feeling it, there's no pressure to be nice and just appease him if he wants to go on a second date with you. If you're not feeling it, you're not feeling it. You know? Don't feel as though you're, you know, that you're required to placate anyone or you know, yeah. We've got this Eight of Cups reversed right here in the center, called the Crux card. Eight of Cups reversed is indicative of having a different time moving on from something in the past. I want a little bit of clarity here. Give me one moment. Okay, I'm glad I checked. I'm glad I checked my little book, my little black book. Eight of Cups reversed is also a sign of a fear of change. Somebody having a fear of change. And if you've been single for a while now, the idea of being in a relationship, for me, when I've had bouts of singledom that lasted quite a long time. Like, I was single for like 5 years. And then I started dating again, and ain't gonna lie, it was kind of scary. Like that first date with a new person, the date itself wasn't scary at all. It was actually delightful. But having not been on a date with someone in like a while, like it was nerve-wracking, but it was a good time. And the advice that I was given going back into dating was to not take anything too seriously at first. You know, it's just a date. I almost felt sick just asking you for this reading. Oh, yeah, don't be scared. Be scared. And that's it's easier said than done, especially coming from someone who has a lot of anxiety. Don't try not to take any one person seriously at first, or any one date too seriously at first. It's just a date. Just see it as just getting to know someone. Yeah, they might end up being, your forever person, or they might end up being a good friend, a new friend, or they might end up being someone that you don't talk to ever again, that you just dinner and a drink with, and that was it. He took you out, treated you nicely, and didn't quite connect. Don't take it too seriously. Just be your beautiful self. Be your, just be who you are. Know that you are fully seated in your divine feminine, knowing your grace and your beauty. To just see it as getting to know other people, because Spirit does acknowledge that you see this as potentially burdensome, potentially coming with its set of difficulties, and it does. I can't lie. Dating it feels like work sometimes. It feels like work, and it's kind of like sometimes it can be like trying to find a job. You certainly don't want to settle for anyone. No settling. Sometimes we have to settle for work because we need the money, but we never have to settle for another person. That is not necessary, and you don't seem like a settler to me. So I'm not concerned about that with you. 5 of Swords, 9 of Pentacles, and Cups. Yeah, okay. So, 5 of Swords is a feeling of defeat, feeling defeated. There may be times if you do consider dating again, if this is something you do want to consider doing, which I think you should. I think you're saying you're ready. With this 5 of Swords, to know, to have the wisdom, like I just told you, like, you're gonna get dates. You're gonna get dates, girl. I promise you. And you're gonna go on dates, and some of them are gonna not be that great. Some of them, but don't feel like it's like it just was a date that didn't work out. It's just like finding friends too, I guess. I mean, I need a whole new group of friends, and so like I wish there was. I know Bumble has like Bumbles or whatever, but yeah, if I could like start dating, like dating, like to find like a new bestie or whatever, I would so do that. And I think seeing dating as like that is really wise. Because you do want, I believe you want that 10 of Pentacles life. You want a reliable, loving partner. You want to grow with somebody, and you will. And the 9 of Cups is the precursor to that 10 of Cups. The 9 of Pentacles is the precursor to that 10 of Pentacles. We do have the 10 of Cups right underneath. 10 of Cups being ultimate satisfaction and contentment in one's emotions and feelings. Not feeling like you wanting or needing of anything emotionally. Spirit is saying conclusively that there will not be a victory in life if you, at least like not right now. 6 of Wands reverse is a defeat. We also have and we also have the 5 of Swords right next to it. Spirit is saying that if you don't put out into the world, if you don't shine your light, we've got both the Star reversed and the Moon upright. If you don't shine your light, if people aren't going to see it, people aren't going to be able to find you and love you in that romantic way. If you continue with the Hermitude. And I don't, oh God, I don't, sorry, I did not want to say it like that. I didn't mean to say it like that at all. You can continue, because there's no tea, like, there's nothing wrong with Hermitude. I'm a bit of a loner myself. I really am. And I don't go out like that much. Like, I've been trying. I've been trying. Similar reasons that Spirit has been telling me. Like, people aren't going to see your light if you don't shine it. So I've been trying, and with some cool results. Kendra, how are you doing, love? Hello to you. Yeah, I very much am a hermit myself, in a lot of ways, and yeah, it's just a matter of people aren't seeing that light. They're not seeing that light right now. But if they did, if they did, there would definitely be success. And again, well, not, I don't think I said this, but I don't mean overnight. I truly hope that the first guy that you go on a date with is the one for you, but that it often takes a couple of tries. Not often, sometimes. There was one time where I hadn't dated for a while, and I went on one date, and I hadn't dated in holidays, and I was convinced, like, the first date is not going to be, like, the first date I go on after, like, years of not dating is not going to be, like, successful. And I asked Tarot, actually, I'm like, should I even bother, like, doing this? And they said yes. I'm like, okay, am I gonna like this person? And they're like, yeah, big time. And I really did like them, and it's resulted in what it did. I mean, I'm not married, but like it did result in something lovely, and so it is totally possible. It's happened to me. To the first date that you go on after a long time of not dating is actually really, really good. It is absolutely possible, 100%. But it's also, being the realistic optimist that I am. Got it. Okay, love. Good night, Miss Kendra. Wow, that's early. That's early. Oh, East Coast. Oh my gosh. I guess you've moved. I'm guessing, Kendra. I don't know. But if you haven't left, let me know. But yeah, Angel. Spirit would love to see you. Spirit would love to see you start dating again. They know it's been a while, and that can be intimidating. That can be scary. Spirit fully acknowledges that. But they're also saying that you will find success. Absolutely. You will find success. And remain guarded, and not too guarded, but still have some guard up. You're a smart woman. You know how to identify the red flags. You're good at setting boundaries and maintaining them. So I have no doubt that you're gonna find someone very, very special. It's just about, the first step is illuminating, you're already illuminating your light, but making sure that others see it. I want to move somewhere cool and out of state, but I'm too scared to have my first move be anywhere out of the city I'm in. Yeah, change is scary. Change is scary. Have you lived in that city your whole life? Because yeah, I think a big city. Well, I'm a city mouse. I like living in cities more. There's a lot more to do. There's a lot more resources. There's just a lot more. No, okay. Like you haven't lived there your whole life. Sorry, I was trying to figure out what you're saying no to, but yeah, I think a big city, if that's something that would interest you, because some people aren't city people. Some people like the country. Some people like smaller towns. But if that is something you are indeed interested in, I know it can be scary. I hear you. I know it can definitely. All moves can be scary. Change is scary. I think it would be really good for you. I had one of my strange lucid dreams and heard a random voice say California. I think you'd fit in very well here. I honestly, I can't imagine living anywhere else other than New York or out of the country. Like deadly serious. And I ain't gonna lie, it's not cheap. It's not cheap to live here. It is tough in that sense. But there's also a lot of there's a lot of money here. So with money also there's a lot of work. There's a lot more work, and there's higher pay, and just crazy wealthy people. You know, whether you want to move to Southern California area, we've got crazy tech money up here, and there's crazy Hollywood money down there. And there's a lot of people who, yeah, who are happy to a lot of job opportunities. I think I might too. I can really feel strange and cultish in the Southeast. Yeah, I haven't spent too much time in the Southeast other than Florida. I spent quite a bit of time in as a kid, because I'm British and family would meet us halfway, in Florida. My mom also had a really good friend who lived there growing up. And I've been to North Carolina and South Carolina. I spent a week in South Carolina in a place called Kiowa Island with my ex. We went on a road trip, and I spent a little bit of time in Asheville, North Carolina, which is now different, sadly, after I believe it was last year. So the cost of living isn't too bad where you are. That's all I hear California people complain about. It's bad. It's bad, hun. I mean, I don't want to talk about like specifics, certain specifics, but it's pretty bad in the sense that like I don't own a home, and I know a lot of people my age who make similar money that live in other states, and they have a problem doing that. But I mean, that's also, I don't know, it could just be me. I don't know. But yeah, it can be a challenge. But like I said, with that challenge also, there's also lots of people, you know, that do have money, and, you know, if you're ever in need of work, you know, there are like just so many businesses and so many, yeah, there's so many opportunities to make money here, that it's not, I mean, yeah, people complain about it a lot because people don't like spending money and having to work really, really hard for little, or for little results. But I think it's worth it. I haven't traveled too much around the country, but I've traveled enough around the country to realize that this is the only place I think I could live. Indeed. Yeah. Yeah. And it's tough. It's a challenge. But it's nothing that I can't overcome, and nothing that I won't overcome. If so, I'd be okay with that for the time being. Yeah, yeah. And it also depends on where you're living too. Like, it's wildly different. Like if you move out to the suburbs or even farther out, because the state is huge, or like inland, like in Southern California, like in the like out in the desert, or like way up north. It's a lot cheaper to live in those areas, but it's also a lot different. There are literally parts of California that do not feel like California at all. Like if I were to take a video or take pictures, people would think I was like in Missouri or somewhere. Like, I'm deadly serious. Especially came back from Joshua Tree, the desert area down south, and yeah, it's all desert, and like, yeah, it's not people's idea of California. I guess that would be a little more of an idea of California, but like there are definitely some parts of California that are not the California dream that is depicted throughout media. And I mean, most people, when they think of California, they immediately just think of Southern California. They forget about San Francisco, which they shouldn't. It's the best. But the people are great. I mean, people give us some crap sometimes, you know, we're all woo-woo, crystal wielders, whatever, but there's a lot of a lot of acceptance, and people keep it real. I mean, Okay, I'll tell you this. It's not like, okay, I used to live in Chicago. When I'm in the Midwest, people say, "Hi, how are you?" They legit are asking you, "How are you doing?" And they legit want to know how you're doing, even if they don't know you. I would always just go, "Oh, hi, how are you?" and walk away. And then someone was like, "That's really rude." They wanted to act like you didn't tell them how you were doing. Like, you said, "How are you?" and you just walked away and you didn't ask, like, for their response. I'm like, but that's just like a pleasantry. Like, no, I'm not here. Like, if they want to start a conversation. In California, someone says, "Hi, how are you?" "Good, nice, thanks, bye." It's just, it's not. I'm not saying people here are mean at all. It's just, it's a fast-paced world, fast-paced life here, and it's not that people aren't interested in how people are doing. It's more just, it's fast-paced. But like I said, also depends on where you're at within California. Okay, cool. Sorry, I'm just doing some mental. Who can I run to? Who can I run to when I need love? Who can I run to? Fill this empty space. Who can I run to when I need love? Yeah, I'm a bit on the fence because I'm used to slower paced places, but I also don't like small talk or convo with most people. Yeah, yeah, me too. I'm very similar in that sense. I'm not really into small talk with folks. But I would be open to trying out life out there since thereafter I find my first place here for a year at least. Yeah, yeah. Or going to grad school. Didn't you say you wanted to go back to school? How about going to school in California? You just finished class and you think you might have passed. I really hope you did. I'm sure you did, hon. You're really smart. And I'm sure you studied really hard. Let me go. Actually, I can probably do without. I needed some water. Thank you. I felt comfortable on the final. Good, good, good. I'll call it a night and get ready for bed though. So happy to finally see you again. Yes, you too, love. You too. And I think that was a great reading. I've definitely been where you're at not too long ago. And I think I don't get to tell everybody that they're ready to start dating. Some people I hear from spirit, like they've got to heal. There's things that they need to work on. There's blockages. Spirit is saying there's no blockages, no nothing. Now it's just being brave, because it can be scary. Absolutely, getting back into it. Yeah, and I always tell people, just try and have a thick skin. There's gonna be some people who are gonna be annoying, and there's gonna be some people who are gonna be incredible. So it is a journey, but it's definitely worthwhile. Well, much love and light to you, Miss Angel. I really appreciate you. Yeah, ain't no try, only do. You gotta be brave. It's tough, but you are brave. You already are. You're a brave woman, and you got a lot of strength. And you got a lot going on for you. There's people that maybe don't have things going on for them, and I hate to put it that way, but maybe they are having a lot of difficulties in their lives and can and are very difficult people, or just have things that they need to work on, but I'm seeing, I do see someone really, really strong in you. Absolutely. And you will find a good man, I know. Oh, love. Oh, romance. And our guides do want to see us happy. That is for true. What did I do? Good night, sweet angel. Thank you, love. You sleep well. All right, y'all. So the queue is currently open. Kenneth, I don't know what you're talking about, but little off brand here, okay? Ooh, little girls. I don't know what that is, dude. Yeah, you've been a friend of the channel for a while, so I really don't want to kick you off, but let's not say things like that. Thank you. And wait, so that was all right. So I just realized that cumulatively with the last live stream that went down and then with this one, I have been on for about 2 hours. I'm going to do a last call for all donations in a few minutes. Yeah. So, doesn't y'all know? I will be back to my regular setup tomorrow with my card cam and everything. A long time. You're 41. Oh my god, we're very similar in age. I am 30. Cheers. Cheers. No drinks for me tonight. I have to drive. But cheers. Cheers to L'chaim. Okay, I don't know what you're talking about, man. But you're getting a lot of clemency from me. All right, last call, everybody tonight for any and all donations. If you have a question that you would like me to answer tonight, now would be the time. Send in your donation, and I would be more than happy to take care of you. Last call everybody for any and all donations tonight. Thank you. Last call, everybody. Last call tonight for all donations. Thank you so very much. Last call, everybody. Last call, last call. Last call for alcohol. Yeah, tomorrow, last call, everybody. Last call. If you have a question, please let me know and I will take care of you. Yeah, tomorrow I will be back on my horizontal live stream. I had a weird dream last night that I was vertically live streaming from my normal like setup. Don't know what that was all about, but I believe there is some way for me to do that, but we'll see. Last call, everybody, last call for any and all donations tonight. Thank you. Anybody? No? All right, it looks like everyone is taken care of and happy. Thank you all so much. Sorry about the snafu earlier. That won't be happening tomorrow. Much love and light to y'all, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.